Shortly before doing this, had to start a new job for a guy. And I informed him, number one, you send me a 1 hour non-refundable deposit to show good faith. I don't have to prove myself. I've got the track record and clientele to verify everything I do. He was amenable to that. The transfer just came through. Number two, I charge a minimum of 2 hours. He was okay with that. Number three, he balked at. And that is, I run a background on who I take as a customer or a client from now on. And I told him I don't do jobs for convicted felons, and because I'm nice, or try to be kind, I wired his money back to him. Won't say his name. We're no longer friends on Facebook. I've never met him personally. The deal is, it depends on what the felony is and if the person's up front with me. Before I agree to the job, he wasn't. So, all my friends on Facebook, you're probably going to have somebody bad-mouthing me and telling you what an awful person I am. All the above. That's fine. So, won't be doing a job for him. That's fine. I am not depressed today. I was badly depressed yesterday. Linda and I, we took her pickup through a car wash over at Davis. Let me back way up. I had to, I had to go order a radiator for my van. It'll be here in the morning at 8 o'clock. I've got to talk to my son Nick. I'll help him what I can. The old truck, it like I explained to my sweetheart, when you've got something that old and suddenly you're using it, it's like it'll break the weakest link in the chain. And evidently on this, it was the radiator. And I double checked, and yes, in 1994, it was 1 or 2 years past when they started doing solid core radiators. In other words, they started having plastic molded into the aluminum. And earlier I was in the van with Nick, drove over to where my son Chris was working and had him take a quick look with Nick. And we found out on the driver's side the radiator was spewing crap out right where the two go together, the plastic and the aluminum. And those are designed to fail, basically. They really are. It's so they can continue making money off of parts. A lot of things these days are designed to fail. Let me get a sip. However, Linda and I, we took her truck over so I could order the radiator for my truck, and then we went to a car wash. And while we were inside the car wash, my pastor texted me and kept texting me. So finally I got out and I called him. He and his wife Sandy are so precious. They really are. Absolutely wonderful people. I mean, I can't sing their praises enough. Then, prior to taking off to do all that, I had a package come in the mail, and it's a piece of equipment I ordered. It works beautifully. I'm gonna have to look through all my cords. I've got a cord that is a double male end that goes for doing running from a listening device to a recorder, and I've got a recorder I'm going to use right here. It's a little handy digital one. Works really well. And that way I can transfer it over to this computer. I finally got that computer beat into shape, and I had to trunk a line from this one to that one to make it mine. It had a bunch of clutter in it. I won't say what kind, but got it cleaned out and cleaned up, so now it's a viable machine again. I see my son Benjamin left his mug in here. He's doing a job for me. I've got a 4 or 5 drawers that were out of the old wooden filing cabinet in there, and I've got him dismantling them. I want viable pieces of wood off of them for a project I've got in mind. And later today, when I got this hat down off the where I hang it on my gun rack, there were spiders in it I had to kill. So later today, I'm going to go in there and I'm killing every spider in my corner of our bedroom. Cleaning my hat collection up and getting the spiders out of them, and figuring something to keep spiders from making webs over there. While this vlog is uploading, I'm going to see what to do about that. We've got them in the bathroom. We've got them everywhere. And we'll get rid of them. I don't like bugs in my house. I don't like roaches in my house, spiders in my house, fleas in my house, ticks in my house, ants in my house, all the above. And we've had all the above. But we're getting rid of everything else, and got mice, and we're getting rid of those. And if you think you don't have spiders in your house, I don't care if you're living in an RV, you need to think again, because they get into everything, and I mean everything. I've got them in here. Wish I didn't, but I've got them in here. They come in and they just, and see, the thing about a spider, folks, and I didn't know this until I watched a channel called Dave's Little Beasties. It's about a guy that collects spiders. Most spiders can go months without eating and still be viable and still be alive. And so they'll spin a web in hopes of catching something. Well, they're hoping to catch stuff in my hats, and I don't like it. Wore this old cowboy hat today. It's the most comfortable hat I've got, besides the golf hat I wear that I normally have on, that I had on yesterday. I'll tell you what, the son, when I was talking to my pastor, he texted me to let me know that he and his sweetheart went and ate at IHOP. Linda and I got him a birthday card and gave him a gift card for IHOP. as a birthday present. It wasn't any big deal, but evidently he felt like it was. But they enjoyed it, and then we talked, and I told him I'd been really badly depressed. I was very badly depressed yesterday, and I'm still saddened by the loss of my friend, but I'll see him again. I'm going to heaven when I die. And I know he was a lover of Jesus, and he's in heaven with his wife right now. I absolutely believe that. But the main thing that helped today is sunshine. I have to have sunshine. I love sunshine. And he and I talked about folks that live in Washington State, and it rains 5 days a week in Washington. I wouldn't be able to do that. I just wouldn't. Think about everything being wet and moldy and rusty and all that. I couldn't do it. I like good old Oklahoma. It's got 4 distinct seasons. Texas has 2 seasons, hot and not so hot, unfortunately. Linda's in the house. I think Nick should be home by now. I need to get a hold of him and talk to him. I'm going to have to go get my son Brandon from work here. Do that after I upload this. I need you to know that even though, and I believe things are going to get rougher on everybody, but even though that's going to happen, I want you to know that the Lord God Almighty's got your best interest at heart. He's your Father. He created you. He's going to take care of you. Have faith that He will. I absolutely know this, not just believe it. I know it. I've had it proven to me so many times in my life. It's unreal. I know the biggest blessing I've had in my life besides life itself is knowing that God's real. The second biggest blessing I've had is my wife, my sweetheart. And she and I had a pretty good little jaunt this afternoon, and I ate donuts. I shouldn't, but I did. And I told her one of the things I love about her most is her sense of fair play. We had us a few donuts, but she bought enough so that everybody in the family could have some. Now, know that I love you. I do. I want God to bless you. I do. And I pray for you. I do. And I want you to be kind. Like the sign up there says, be kind. Just work on it. Understand it. Understand the consequences of being kind. What are the consequences? You made life a little easier on someone, whether it's an animal or a human, but you might have inspired them to turn around and be kind too. That's how we're going to win this war called life, folks, is kindness, not that. Love you, God bless you, be kind, and bye.